didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Part of what makes this show is the show within the show. The biggest topic on the show always seems to be the show itself. This is a way to give you clones a way to interact with one another. Yes, we will be going through the chat. Yes, it'll be a part of the program. The only thing that could ruin the show are the old school clones spitting up the same bull crap that they always have. The jungle is out taking names and ready to dominate. Let's get it.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
It is 11 o'clock. We begin hour number 2 on this Friday. Hope everyone is off to a good start on this Friday and everyone has a nice weekend. Looks like some possible storms tomorrow night. So if you got anything to do outside, yard work and etc., better get that done before the storms come in later on Saturday. We talked a lot about the FPI in hour number 1 as ESPN released its first edition of the FPI for college football. Alabama comes in at number 8. Good news. Auburn is a top 25 team, coming in at number 22.
That's a win.
Mm-hmm.
That means that the FBI likes your roster, likes some of your returning players, and it likes the way that all of that works in the crazy analytics of your schedule.
It's interesting because Alabama has the eighth best team according to the FBI, but they have the 9th best chance of making the playoff according to the FPI. Bama comes in at 41.3% chance of making the FPI. I'm sitting here going down the list. I'm looking to see what the percentage is for Auburn, and I do not.
12%?
Mm-hmm. Is that correct? 12%?
Yes, it's 12%.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, they're right behind Mizzou and ahead of Iowa.
Yeah,
on the list. So it's pretty good.
Just for Auburn in that program, just to be in the top 25 of anything.
Molly's Nebraska, 7.3% chance. So according to the FPI, Auburn has a better opportunity to make the college football playoff than Nebraska.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance. Yeah, there's a 7.3% chance.
There's always a chance.
With that 21st ranked schedule.
Yeah.
Difficulty.
Woo.
Yeah. Very much so. You remember yesterday we were talking about how LSU recently fired its chief financial officer and a total of 25 employees, trying to save $3.7 million. And then yesterday we talked about it on the show, but the Tiger Athletic Foundation invited the top 40 LSU donors to a private event at the governor's mansion for a first look and an alternative revenue-generating opportunity for LSU athletics. The letter and invite says the opportunity is the first of its kind nationally and could quite possibly change the future of college sports in America. It also stated that this is not an ask for money. This is not a fundraiser. This is informational. This is a conversation about the future of LSU athletics, end of quote. So I went back and did a little look. Here's probably one of the main reasons why they're having this meeting. LSU is they have $71 million of dead money on the books. What does that mean? Well, if you're an NFL fan, you know exactly what that means when you look at dead money on your cap space. You paid Brian Kelly $54 million. Matt McMahon, basketball coach, you paid him $8 million. Scott Woodward, the former athletics director, you paid him $6 million. And by the way, you had to pay the Ole Miss Rebels $3 million to get Lane Kiffin out of Oxford, Mississippi. So that is a grand total of over $70 million that the LSU athletics department is on the hook of paying off these people not to coach for them and to get Lane Kiffin from Ole Miss. So they need to have a meeting. They need to talk. They need to figure out how they're going to move forward. I went back and I looked. The 10 previous years before this $70+ million dead cap hit on these buyouts, LSU paid $43 million over a 10-year period on buyouts. Over a 10-year period.
Yeah.
So they averaged $4.3 million a year for the 10 years prior, every year, to pay off a coach or to pay somebody else not to work for you.
And now they're cutting 3.7.
And now for 1 year, it was over $70 million. And I understand that Brian Kelly was the bulk of the $70 million. But, I mean, if you're sitting there, you're trying to figure out, as the governor told us, this is not something that we create out of thin air. The governor stood up in front of a national television audience and said, hey, we don't know where this money's coming from. Like, we've got problems here. These agents are corrupting the business, and we just don't have this money. So now they've called the 40 top LSU donors to the governor's mansion to try to figure out moving forward how they're going to be able to sustain this.
I've known a few people that have said, you know what, I probably can't afford it, but we'll figure out that later. I've got to have it, and they've made the purchase. It seems like this is kind of similar because you think about the window, especially in college football, and how competitive it is. And going and getting a Lane Kiffin when they did, they had to move then. You can't wait to have finance meetings and meet with the CFO and involve all these other people, especially because it was so covert in how they handled the whole thing for most of it. But
remember when he thought it was going to fall on the taxpayer?
It was like shooting an aim. That's what it feels like here with this whole financial situation. But you know what? There will be donors that probably didn't plan on giving money that was going to be earmarked for whatever they're calling this, that will give money.
And you also wonder, because we talked about it a little bit yesterday, right? Does somebody step up? Now, maybe you just feel spurned by it and you don't, but there's somebody out there that's like, I really want to be at that meeting. How much do I have to give? Give me the number. I'll do it. I want to be there.
Yeah.
I'll make my donation right now. Maybe.
Yeah. Whatever LSU is facing financially, it pales in comparison when you look at the P&L sheet, the ledger book of one Rutgers University and their athletics department.
Well, at least you can point to LSU, won a baseball World Series.
Oh, yeah, and you can justify.
Like, yeah.
I don't know what the ROI is on baseball or winning one in another sport.
But you've got competitive products.
Not football. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is the opening paragraph. I'm sitting here looking at the letter that was posted by some of the folks that actually got the letter yesterday. And this is the opening paragraph. It says, college athletics is at its financial crossroads, and we're feeling it every day at LSU. As someone who has contributed generously to our athletic programs to keep them operational, you know how unsustainable the budget of the athletic department looks and how hard TAF has worked with our donors to assist. So when you're openly admitting that this is an unsustainable model, but you continue to put all that money at is this the point? Is this the breaking point? Is this why they're saying this is unsustainable? I mean, when the Tiger Athletic Fund is saying, look, we can't sustain this. We need people to give us some ideas of what we can do. What about not spending above what you can afford?
Yeah, you would start there, but the competitive nature again, and football being king, and you start thinking about, all right, well, we got to have our fan base, and this is our number one money maker, and got to get them energized and make sure you have everything you need there for the program.
I just love this.
But none of this is, Pat, the market has been outpacing the funds for now 2 or 3 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, the way that it's exponentially growing in the value for a specific player, whether it be college basketball, heck, we're hearing college wrestling now. College wrestlers are getting upwards of $500,000 to wrestle. Molly, I know you used to dance at those events, but I've never seen college wrestling in person. I know it's big in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I know it's big in the Big Ten, and maybe that's a better return on investment. But it's happening everywhere. And who knows? Is a bill, Protects College Sports Act, is that going to save us from waking up one morning and then realizing that there's a bunch of schools that just they can't do it anymore?
I think you're already there.
I think we're there.
And
some schools just don't want to admit that they can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, because it hurts their,
according to people we've talked to,
hurts their pride.
Well, it hurts your pride, but also, they can correlate it to admission, and that being the front door, the front porch to your university. How many times have we heard that with your football program?
And I'm not going to quote the exact number, but I was reading a report last night from Louisiana, and just like most schools, they will put forth the student there's always a fee. You know, having a son that graduated 2 years ago from college, I would get his statement and I would look at all these added on fees that he would have to pay for, including a portion of the athletic department. So again, my son loves sports. It wasn't a big deal, but there are plenty of people that go to school for the reasons not about sports. And then you're subsidizing some of these athletic departments, and it really pisses people off.
Yeah.
Because it's like this is not why I'm going to school. I'm going to school to get a degree. I'm not there to watch a football team, or I'm not to subsidize a basketball team or a women's softball team. That's not my deal. But it is interesting because one of the final lines in this letter that was sent to the big donors, it says, "Let me be clear, this is not an ask for money. It's not a fundraiser. It's informational. This is a conversation about the future of LSU athletics."
It is ask for money. It's just an indirect ask for money.
I suppose but if you want to give money, I mean,
yeah, we're not going to turn it down.
You guys have the conversation about how ultimately we're going to meet our demise financially.
Now we are going to pass a plate at the end.
Yeah.
But don't feel obligated. It's just there if you want it.
Yeah, we know it's tough for all of you multimillionaires that are in this room today.
And I'm sure they'll come in and they'll say, look, you know, it was a really weird year because we had to pay off Brian Kelly, which was $54 million. We got rid of the basketball coach for $8 million. We got rid of the athletics director for $6 million. Then everybody wanted Lane Kiffin, so we went and got him, and that cost us another $3 million. Unfortunately, the women's basketball team did not live up to it. I mean, they're paying her $2-3 million a year. They didn't live up to what they needed to do. They weren't bringing people in, so, you know. But when you see the word unsustainable, and then you just paid $70 million for people not to coach on your campus, I don't know, man. It seems like that's a hard ask.
Might be getting another patch on that LSU jersey. You got room for one more.
Yeah, I mean, the NCAA will
Wood
let you
side
have
on
two.
one side?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like, hey, listen, we've got one. Let's get another one. Let's go.
Meet that shortfall. I'm like you, though. The top 40 donors, I'd have pushed it out to 50.
Yeah. I mean, once again, you're number 41 on the list. Like, can you imagine all those calls from who was number 41, 42, 43, and 44? It's like going, what do we got to do?
Isn't it fun?
Doesn't take a mathematician to figure out that this is not sustainable anywhere at any time.
No. But let's just get an entertaining college football season, forget about it for about 3.5, 4 months, and
let's fire 25 people.
Yeah.
That work at the university.
Then we'll get to December, and then that's when we have deadlines on when decisions and committees have to get together and agree, and we can fret over that. Yeah, good stuff.
Well, the good news is that John Cohen is raising a lot of money for Auburn, and I don't think Auburn is calling in their top 40 boosters and saying, hey, guys, we got to have a talk. I mean, they're doing a really good job raising money down on the plains. 70% increase under John Cohen.
That's job security these days.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Text line is open, 205-834-9450. When we come back on Three Man Front, we're getting a little bit of an inside look at the wedding of the century. We will tell you what went on during the Tay and Kelce wedding. Somebody that got fired at MSG is going public and telling the world what he saw. We'll give you that next. I just think last week at this time, we're all excited about the World Cup and the wedding of the millennium. Tay and Kelce.
I like to listen to this song in my earbuds as I'm walking barefoot through my grass.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. No.
You don't?
I know that song, though. I recognize that one.
Yeah.
That's one of the older ones.
Yeah, it was one of her first big ones,
It's
right?
a very popular song, yeah. Mm-hmm.
First big one. Did you play that at your wedding?
No.
You didn't?
I don't think we played any Taylor Swift.
You played a lot of Jay-Z, didn't you?
Yeah, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I kind of got to control the playlist at our wedding.
That's good.
Y'all weren't there, though, so you wouldn't know.
No, you had it on Friday night in football season.
Yeah, sorry. A little busy on Friday
It appears
nights.
you did not want us there.
Yeah, let's do that. So, Jason Kelce, his brother, he was the best man, by the way. Travis Kelce marries Tay. Taylor Swift at Madison Square Garden. And I was reading where all the people that supposedly was part of the wedding, I guess most of the guests, they had to sign NDAs. Most of the people that worked the wedding event inside Madison Square Garden had to sign NDAs. Well, apparently, there was a group of people that worked for MSG that did not sign any NDAs. And reportedly, this individual that we're about to play the audio from, who works for MSG, posted some pictures, supposedly, because I can't verify that they actually came from the wedding, but he posted some pictures, and then once his bosses at MSG saw that he did that, they fired him. They didn't fire him because he didn't sign an NDA. He was just a Madison Square Garden employee, and apparently if you work for Madison Square Garden, whether you're working the Taylor Swift not the concert, but the wedding, or the Conrad Van Order wedding, you cannot take pictures of an event that they are hosting and then posting them on social media. That's just their company policy. So I believe this guy's name is Joey Noble.
Not so noble, huh?
What you're about to hear is what he posted on his TikTok account about the wedding and the ceremony.
I lost my job at MSG and I didn't sign any NDA. So the reason why I got fired was not because of Taylor Swift. I don't think she even saw the photos that I posted, but it's because you're not supposed to post private events on social media, and so it just happened to be Taylor Swift's party. So I've seen a lot of photos that are real and I've seen a lot of photos that aren't real, so here's what I saw. So I worked on the catering side of things, so I worked with the foods. I wasn't the cook. I gave the food to the tables. First there was desserts. It's like, pastries, donuts, whatever you can think of, but they're nice and fancy. They have tea all over it. For the main course, we had mac and cheese and dino nuggies because apparently that's what Travis wants. So they're really particular about his dietary restrictions. And for Taylor Swift, it was also dino nuggies and cabbage. I don't know what her thing with cabbage was, but there was a lot of cabbage there. I remember I was handing out cabbage left and right. I didn't get to watch a lot of the stuff, but I did get to watch the actual ceremony because we were handing out the champagne. So unfortunately, I didn't take many photos, but I have some of that. And then I have one where they were doing a seance at the after party. And so I could maybe post that, but it might be behind the paywall.
Say a seance?
That's what he said.
Isn't that where you try to talk to spirits?
That's correct.
Yeah. So, no.
So this is what this guy, now, once again, we're giving you the disclaimer. I do not know if this individual worked at MSG. I don't know if he was there. I don't know if anything that you just heard is valid. Okay. So I'm just using that as a disclaimer.
There's something to be said for mac and cheese and dino nuggets. On a Wednesday night, it's good. It's comfort food. That's the dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets,
correct?
Right? That you get, you heat them up in the oven or however you do it. Cabbage for her.
Now, Molly, you have a supposed menu card.
I'm an internet sleuth.
But cabbage for her.
I'm just going to give my opinion. I don't think this is real because there's a couple typos. One of them, it says Tyson Dino Nuggets, and they spelled Tyson wrong.
Right. It's not T-Y.
Yeah,
they spelled it
They
T.
spelled it T-I. Yeah, Dino Nuggets and mac and cheese, and then mac and cheese and cabbage. Like, that doesn't even sound appetizing. Mac and cheese and cabbage?
Yeah.
Dino Nuggets and mac and cheese? Maybe.
That's why I call BS.
Yeah.
But I do think it's funny. And then he throws in the thing about the seance.
Well, everybody likes mac and cheese.
Also, I'm going to zoom this in for you, Pat. Does this not say Michael Jackson right there as the watermark?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it does. But read the list.
I'll read you the menu this is the one that was posted.
Yeah, this is what this individual was one of the things that he posted.
Cornelia Street Dog, which Cornelia Street is the street that Taylor Swift lived on. I know that because she has a song called Cornelia Street.
Okay.
That's the reason why I know that, everybody.
It's a dog?
Like a hot dog.
Okay.
Yes. The Tortured's Po' Boy Department, which her album is the Tortured Poets Department.
That's good.
Death by 1,000 Cold Cut Sandwiches.
I think that's pretty good.
Okay,
name.
yeah, it's another
She
song.
has a song called Death by 1,000 Cuts.
Yeah.
You Belong with Meatballs and Spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Invisible String Beans. She has a song called Invisible String. And then Filet Mignon Done All Too Well, which is a song called All Too Well.
I'd prefer medium
But
rare.
the fact that the exclusive to the bride and groom is Tyson Dino Nuggets spelt wrong and mac and cheese and cabbage. Like,
That's a weird combo.
Well, the thing that threw me off was he brings up, well, Travis has dietary restrictions because he's an NFL player and he needs to,
so
stay in shape.
you're eating chicken nuggets?
And mac and
Right.
cheese, like,
there's no way.
I don't know. Maybe there's something to it, but
So in another
Maybe
one,
because I don't know. Maybe they put the I in Tyson because there was the I in Dino. I'd like to think that they actually ate Dino Nuggets.
I mean that seems very
That would
on
be
brand for what we
fantastic.
think about
Yeah.
Travis Kelce. But
Yeah,
I just go to
that's
the
actually
dietary
very
restrictions part of that.
very endearing to me for Travis Kelce if he requested Dino Nuggets and mac and cheese at his wedding.
I respect it.
So on that video of him showing off this alleged menu, someone commented and said, Tyson is spelt wrong, and why does it say Michael Jackson all over it? He commented back, this was Michael Jackson's menu, but he didn't show, so I kept it. What? Oh.
I mean, is it kind of like
I knew somebody who was in charge of stage and sound at a local place here, and I worked an event, and I got to talking to him, and he said that David Copperfield, the magician, had come to this particular venue here in Birmingham several years ago, and illusionist, and he was able to go through the Great Wall of China at one time. It was probably a little bit before you guys' time. I mean, Pat remembers him, but he had to sign an NDA, like big time NDA. It was a really, really big deal. Not to reveal any of the secrets. of
now
how
some of the things
said
that this
anything.
guy did post that would that gave you a little bit of, okay, well, maybe this guy was there, because he showed his name tag. He had a special name tag for the wedding, for the event. And the reason that he had it with him is because he had gone to get something, I guess, in another part of MSG, and he got locked out. He didn't have his key card, and so he had to get another badge or whatever. So he had an additional badge.
Gotcha.
And so he showed his badge from the wedding, and he showed some other things that gave you the.
He wouldn't be able to have them if he wasn't actually there.
It was circumstantial,
Yeah.
to say the least. But I'm like you guys, like when I'm listening to this, and I'm like going, okay, the dietary restrictions for Kelce, I'm like, okay, and then cabbage, like it just
I'm not buying it.
the whole combination, and then the whole thing about a seance.
Yeah, what spirits are they trying to talk to? Is like, does she have, I don't know, like a grandparent or something? I don't know.
And that's why we pointed out that we cannot.
No, but I want to believe it. Like, I really like to believe
Well,
that they
there's
had
certain
Dino
asp-
chicken nuggets and then went and tried to
Yes.
talk to someone's dead grandma around a thing of candles.
Well, that's what I was thinking for our relatives who couldn't be with us.
Yeah.
But Joey Noble,
Which-
is the guy's name on TikTok, who posted all that.
I'll take his word for it. It's good enough for me.
I'm
Dino
not buying
nuggets.
it.
I'll take his word for it.
Well, there's a lot of benefits to cabbage. It's rich in nutrients, reduces inflammation. She might have been dancing a lot here recently, right? Improves gut health. It's always a good one. Supports heart health, and it aids in weight management.
We know someone that likes to order cabbage.
Yeah.
We do.
Now, if cabbage is done right, and I had it over the holiday, and it was not cooked in lard, and it was cooked another way, and I forget what my mother-in-law put in it. It was fantastic, and it still had like a bacony flavor. But
I'm not a big cabbage guy, but I know there's a lot of people that like it.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we are not putting stock that this is legitimate, but it was fascinating to, at least for a moment, ponder them eating Dino Nuggets and having a seance. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Well, they had to save money because they, rang out MSG, so they had
It's
to
not
go cheap on the
Yeah.
hors d'oeuvres.
I'm going to say it's satire.
What if she comes out with a new song and it's running through the Cabbage Patch, which I have?
Maybe.
But there is stories that there have been people that MSG did fire Now, that is a fact. But I have no idea if this individual that you just heard was one of those.
So he would have been on the high-risk category when they came out with all the names of the VIPs?
Yes. He would have been probably number one.
If you saw that, they came out, they have a list of 39,000 VIPs that attend events there, like celebrities, and they rate them based on how high of a risk of being a problem they are. They attend an event there, so they kind of know what they're getting themselves into.
Two main factors driving unemployment in this country. Number one, LSU. Number two, Taylor Swift.
People losing their jobs.
Yeah.
Who was the highest risk on that list you saw? I know Morgan Wallen was a medium risk.
Yeah, I was like, I think that would tell me that's not a high risk celebrity to have. Let me see if I can. Okay, here we go. So these were just some of the highlights. This is just what the list said. Pretty much all the high risk people are rappers. Just throwing that out there. It's pretty much all rappers. Let's see. Landrum's favorite, A Boogie with a Hoodie. He's high risk.
Who?
A Boogie with a Hoodie.
Okay.
He's a rapper. Let's see. Ben Stiller, low risk. Don't have to worry about Ben Stiller.
No, not Ben.
Let's see. Lil Jon.
I'd say.
High risk. He was high risk. Let's see. We have Tracy Morgan, low risk. Selena Gomez, low risk. Pete Rock used to be a former rapper. He is on the do not host list. He got banned, apparently.
He got banned?
Yeah, I don't know what he did. Julia Fox, the actress, she's on the do not host list. She got banned.
Oh, my goodness.
She's not allowed there. Let's see. David Harbour from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
He's medium risk.
Which one is he? The one with the teeth?
He's the
sheriff.
The sheriff.
Oh, never mind.
He's the main character's dad.
I was thinking the kid
Yes.
with no teeth.
That was dad. No. Yeah, those are kind of the
But Morgan
some of the
Wallen
big
was
ones
a
there.
medium risk.
He's a medium risk. Michael Strahan's low risk. He's easy.
Yeah.
Was Morgan Freeman there?
He is not. This is just like 50 of them that they put on here. But there's a 39,539 person VIP database that MSG has.
The part I don't
collected over the
understand
years.
is, and we're not going to get into it, but they also list some other details about individuals that I don't understand why that's relevant to the situation.
Yes, it has to do with a specific preference that they may have.
Yeah, the sexual orientation.
Yes.
Which I do not understand why that would be something that they would
That was
list.
on the wedding.
No, this is on
No,
their
this is
VIP
on-
database for
This
Madison
is the
Square Garden.
39,000 people that's on the list. They have listed, I guess, just part of the personality traits of the individuals that are attending.
Oh, I got you. And it's got sexual orientation.
Correct.
Like Ricky Martin, for example. He's on there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
Maybe that's give them whatever they want.
Perhaps. I did. That's the part I just
don't-
didn't understand.
Yeah.
Is there pronoun training for an event
I was
like
about
this?
to say, maybe it's that. It's if you see, yeah, you're,
At
how you're
MSG,
supposed to
we go-
address them. I don't know.
Break out all the DEI stuff, I guess.
It's New York. Who knows?
Yeah, very true. DraftKings is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Alabama, win and go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round, and DraftKings has you covered every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Alabama, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work, that late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Alabama, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code JOX945, spend $5, get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code JOX945. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading is offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered and introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
Your reaction to ESPN's latest college football FPI, what it means for Alabama, the rest of the SEC, including Auburn, as well as your responses on the text line. There's a lot of good ones. Three-man front, we continue on this Friday. 11:36, three-man front here on this Friday. If you're worth over $1 billion, what do you eat on your wedding day? Well, according to one report, Taylor Swift had cabbage and macaroni and cheese. Lots of great recipe ideas and creative ways to prepare cabbage for my Great Jocks listeners. 205-834-9450. Like Collins throws in, cut up some Conecuh sausage, brown it in a pan, toss in a chopped head of cabbage, add some Tony, salt, and pepper. Let it cook down for about 20 minutes. Add some chicken broth, cook for another 20 minutes. Serve over rice. And there, you have yourself one heck of a meal. Collins in Pell City, thank you. I'm going to try that.
I think I would eat anything with Conecuh sausage. Or I'd try it.
Anything?
Food.
Okay.
Not cat ashes.
And I said that as your friend.
Yes.
Because you say anything.
He's not paying attention.
And Redbird's antennas are going up.
Yeah, see, no. We're moving on.
Wait, well, I'm sorry. I was reading about
Taylor Swift and how cabbage helps her.
No, I was reading this about the All-Star game where the Liberty Bud, a beer-filled replica of the Liberty Bell, will be there sold at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
It's called Liberty Bud, a beer-filled replica of the Liberty Bell. There's a picture of it. Take a look.
Let's see. That'd be really cool to have for the collection.
Is it one of those things like a boot where you got to drink it a certain way so that
No, it's
the
like
carbonation
it's like the Bear Bryant. Was it
the Liberty Bowl?
Yeah, it was the commemorative Coke bottle that my grandfather. We still have it. It's somewhere, but he had it in his little area of the den.
I'm sorry. I was reading that when you guys were defaming me or whatever you were doing.
We weren't defaming you.
No, we
No,
weren't.
he said he would
No,
eat.
Nope. Didn't
He
say
would
it.
eat anything with Conecuh sausage, and I said anything, trying to help him out because he's.
Oh yeah, because if I'd have heard that, I would have. Yeah.
I did it as a friend.
I appreciate it.
Trying to help.
No, you were. Anything food related.
So you were saying that because you were worried that I was going to defame you, and that's why you wanted to move on.
No, I was worried that, and you were going to come on and say, like, oh, let's put a Conecuh sausage in a PVC pipe and make you eat it. I don't know. Something weird. I don't know.
Why are we putting sausage in a PVC pipe?
I don't know.
Do you
No, let's
normally
stop.
put-
Let's
Yeah.
camp out right here.
No.
Why was that your first idea that came to mind?
I don't know. It was
Mind of
either that or
yours.
like a dog turd or something. It was going to be one of those two things.
Do you put your sausage in a PVC pipe very often?
No, I don't. But I could see Pat being like, "Oh, let's see what we can do here."
Molly,
There's a reason why he said that.
there's a reason why he said that.
One time, somewhere had too many drinks, and you put the sausage in the PVC.
Hey
pipe.
guys, watch this. Showing off for all your buddies.
Yeah.
Look, I can do it.
I don't know. Pat's mind goes to places. So I don't know.
No, I never said sausage in a PVC.
No, but I'm just
said
using that as an
everything.
example of you would have found some weird thing to put it in.
You're the one that brought it up. I didn't.
You're right. This is why I wanted us to move on from this.
The next time you meet a new group of people, be like, hey, is it weird if, and then lay that on them and see how they respond.
Well, it has a crunch,
Has it?
What?
You just need to stop. You need to go down to the cafe and get you a drink or something.
You want to read that top text that just came in response?
Sounds like Conrad is getting his food and gerbils confused.
Our sleuths, resident sleuths, Howie and Reba, they were outside of MSG the day. They sent us in the pictures they had of the catering trucks, but we cannot tell if any of them serve cabbage. That was your business.
What if we went back and looked and it was just a bunch of Tyson food trucks outside of the MSG? We're like, that's
Spelt
real.
wrong?
This is real.
Yes.
Spelled wrong.
Yeah, nothing but cabbage. That's what we do.
So, Molly,
Nothing but cabbage.
have you seen a more legitimate menu listed or somebody say what they actually had?
I have not, but I bet I could find one.
Wait, so I guess you weren't in the area because you were in New York at the same time, right?
I actually went to MSG.
And where was there already the fanfare and everything around
No,
it? Or this was a couple days
because it was
before
like
the
the
wedding,
day
right?
day or two before.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But that was where my Uber pickup was. It was at MSG because my hotel was I think 3 blocks away.
Did you
like
smell
that.
love in the air?
I did.
Yeah, it's nice.
And something else.
PVC.
Yeah, I bet.
There's a lot that goes on in that area.
Not related, but somebody sent us a picture and it says, passing by Conrad's favorite Walker County establishment. Old picture of the
It's closed, right?
Tata Trap. Yep.
A lot of big business done there in the past.
Indeed.
Since you're now a homeowner,
Yes.
and since you're talking about PVC pipe and stuff, have you put a sausage in a wet dry vac before?
No.
What's the strangest things you've ever put sausage in?
Nothing. An omelet. Nothing bizarre. I will say I was at a wedding this year. This is
Just
a normal thing.
like
What? Like what?
people use blow dart guns and
Just
Conrad
put sausage
doesn't
in
use guns or darts.
I will say I was at a wedding earlier this year, and they had Kaneka sausage wrapped in bacon and covered in hot honey. Whew.
Yeah, but that was a winner.
That was a big winner. Yeah.
Here's a Pat Ponders question. What will happen first? Tay-Tay and Travis divorce, or DeBoer or Sark wins a national title?
Will either of those things ever happen?
I just would love to see the prenup.
Because there's obviously they had one.
They have to.
On her behalf.
Yes, there's no way that she is.
He's in it for the money, from what I understand.
It wasn't
It's
the
not
love in
love.
the air that Molly was smelling. It was the cabbage that may have passed through Taylor.
It was probably the homeless people urinating on the walls in the alleys. That's probably what
I'm
she smelled.
guessing it was probably that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And the New York heat in the summer.
Somebody saying all of the reports that were read, it sounds all true to me. Look who we're talking about. Complete weirdos. Come on, guys. Maybe so.
So, of the things that you heard that individual say, which do you believe the most? The seance, the dino nuggets, or the cabbage? Or all three?
Probably the cabbage. I would go cabbage, dino nuggets, seance.
I found the menu.
Did you really?
The real one?
This is from the New York Times.
Don't disappoint, because this one reads, after eating mac and cheese with cabbage, you better flap the sheets. Get some room spray and open all the windows.
Well, let me preface
Flap the
this.
sheet.
This is not the exact menu, but Sartiano's, I believe is the name, is an Italian restaurant owned by Scott Sartiano at the Mercer Hotel in Soho. He catered the event.
Ooh.
The rehearsal dinner on Thursday, and I believe the wedding. At the rehearsal dinner, it was family style. There was meatballs, caviar cannoli, stuffed pasta, spaghetti, focaccia bread, whipped ricotta. Yeah, it was family style. And he also said that the van was seen pulling back into Madison Square Garden the night before the wedding.
First of all, the rehearsal dinner, that sounds awesome. Caviar cannoli. What a creative twist on an Italian dessert.
Taylor Swift walked down the aisle to Love Story. Ryan Fitzpatrick told Access Hollywood. He said, I may have cried.
Fitzmagic?
Yeah.
Now, is he violating anything by talking? I guess he is, maybe.
Let's see what
I
else
wouldn't want to be
find.
Ryan Fitzpatrick today.
You're gonna get the fangs of that legal team.
He went to Harvard. He should be smarter than that. He should know not to do that. Yeah, I saw something where I guess like after the wedding or something, they had, I guess there's like whatever the best pizza place in New York City is. They had that catered for people after the wedding.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Stevie Nicks performed,
Whoa,
apparently.
that's strong.
Yeah.
What do you think she played first? Stevie Nicks. Pat, Stevie Nicks, opening song. Kelce Swift wedding.
Didn't she do Leather and Lace?
What if they hired Stevie Nicks? You can only do Taylor Swift cover songs. You have to sing all of her songs.
Well, originally you were throwing out not you. The guy said the cabbage and the dino nuggets and the macaroni and cheese. I was thinking, if I'm a guest and I've got to sign an NDA and I've got to do all of this and all of this hubbub to go to this wedding, I'd be really, really disappointed. But most of these folks, they're going to go and eat their own thing anyways. Do you eat at a wedding?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah. Now, I'm not like gorging myself, but you need a base layer for the beverages.
Okay.
Gold Dust Woman or Leather and Lace. Leather and Lace did with Don Henley.
That's, yeah.
Just a couple of ideas. Along with her other, she's got a lot of them, but.
Another place that reportedly catered the wedding was a place called Zero Bond as well. Another restaurant in maybe Soho? I don't know. The pizza place was called Mama's 2.
Have you ever been there?
I have not.
Andy in Atlanta says, stop dragging my heart away.
It's a good guess.
What else does Conrad like his sausage with?
Well, obviously, PVC pipe.
Eggs.
Okay, so apparently
Somebody threw out Bud Ice?
Maybe a pancake.
Apparently a place called
the beer.
Northside Bakery
Yes.
did like the pastries and the cakes. According to people, desserts at the wedding supposedly including Pop-Tarts, as well as a grand spread of 30 wedding cakes.
Now I believe that.
Yeah, if you got that many people,
I believe 30
30
wedding cakes.
you got to have it.
She should have invited you. If she'd have only known, this is fitting you, Molly, perfectly.
I love Pop-Tarts.
I know you do.
Yeah, and cake.
I know.
This is my kind of wedding.
You would eat
With
the
Italian
you would
food?
you would eat the dino nuggets.
I would. Mhm. Maybe
The-
not at a wedding.
The
but
caviar cannoli.
That sounds good. Mm-hmm.
As long as they put butter on the Pop-Tarts, that makes them so much better.
We will continue with your text. Top of the hour, we'll talk some Braves baseball with Braves Radio Network's Barrett Slee. This is three-man front on the Jocks.
11:52 here on this Friday. Landrum, Molly, Conrad, and Pat. It's three-man front. Glad you're with us. We've already heard from the coach, Wimp Sanderson. Barrett Sallee, the Braves Radio Network, coming up at the top of the hour. The Braves and the Cardinals in St. Louis tonight to begin a three-game set before we get to the All-Star break. Little news out of the NFL and former Alabama Crimson Tide defensive back Terrion Arnold working out for teams and does not need to wear a GPS tracker as a condition of his release. That being ruled on by a Florida judge today, allowing Terrion Arnold to continue to work out with NFL teams in an effort to get re-signed after being cut by the Lions and all of the legal woes that came his way. They're out of the state of Florida.
Yeah, and it seems like right now maybe the likeliest candidate for his services, if he's able to play, would be the Houston Texans, as they hosted him for a workout recently, and he's also drawing interest from the Colts, Seahawks, and New York Jets.
Not that you wouldn't have it, but I would think that probably the head coach of the Houston Texans
You have a little bit of that connection
made a
there.
few phone calls and did some extra vetting, wouldn't you think, Pat?
Yeah, not to mention the fact, just think about how the Texans defense, how good it is. And you were to add that piece.
Yeah, rich get richer.
If he gets his
potentially.
legal situation taken care of,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
Have we heard anything else on the legal situation?
I have not.
No,
No.
rumblings?
Nope.
Okay.
you just wonder in a situation like that, the longer it goes, does that just mean that ultimately there will be some type of plea deal?
Yeah.
Where he will
It feels like it.
It's just interesting because it seemed like immediately it looked really, really bad.
Mhm.
And now
He's working out for teams.
he got him a good attorney though.
he did get himself a good attorney, but I just feel like you wouldn't, like Landrum said, you wouldn't be working out for teams if there wasn't at
But
least
then
some
again, I
semblance
wouldn't have
of
thought the
optimism.
Lions. I wouldn't have thought the Lions would have cut bait unless they absolutely knew or
Yeah, we're
had
getting
some
information.
assurances that Terrion's probably going to be going away. You probably need to do so, but who knows? Hopefully, it was a misunderstanding. I'd love to see all the details if they ever come out. Well, 2 hours in the books. We've reached halftime here at the show. Barrett Sallee, the Braves Radio Network. More of your text and your phone calls in the next hour as well. 205-834-9450. A lot of other stuff we'll get to. Hope you're doing well on this Friday. So glad you're with us.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Part of what makes this show is the show within the show. The biggest topic on the show always seems to be the show itself. This is a way to give you clones a way to interact with one another. Yes, we will be going through the chat. Yes, it'll be a part of the program. The only thing that could ruin the show are the old school clones spitting up the same bull crap that they always have. The jungle is out taking names and ready to dominate. Let's get
The
it.
Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet. Go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with the biggest names in pro wrestling and beyond.
Mr. Sandman. All I ever wanted to be was a pro wrestler. So I got to live my life and make people really happy.
The Heartbreak Kid himself, Shawn Michaels.
Do you think there's anybody better than you were?
I think I was great at what I did, and I think other people were great at what they did as well. Greatness is more a mindset, I think, than anything else.
Mindset, motivation, insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.